We're live on YouTube now. What's happening, YouTube? Welcome to the party. Alright, man. What else do I have to do? I gotta get my chat window set up. Q Ultimus in the house. What's happening? We are almost ready to start. I'm gonna start with the daily problem. And then I guess we'll do some Leet rooms or something. Just in the middle of a DP video. What are you talking about, Q? What kind of videos are you watching over there, man? Called in sick today, so I got the whole day to watch your stream. Save it here. What time is it? In the middle of a DP video on YouTube. Interesting. Dang, Free Code Camp got DP videos. 10:39 a.m. I see. You must be on the other side of the world, man. Man, I thought about calling in sick today, even though I'm not really sick. Smart Coder suggested it. I don't think I've really watched any DP videos. I just have Brett or Bet Simp or No Condom Chris teach me DP. Alright. Should we just start? Yeah. I think we're ready, man. Where are we going? LeetCode.com. Daily problem. Have they released the scores yet? I don't think they have. Ratings not updated. I think DP is my biggest ELO problem at the moment. Yeah, maybe. There's lots of DP in these contests lately. 6Js, what's happening? Alright, let's see. Ooh, solved it recently. Man, I think I saw this the other day. Let me see. I saw this like 2-3 weeks ago, man. Should I still solve it, or should I just resubmit my old solution? Let me see if I can solve it again. Let's read it. Count unguarded cells in the grid. You are given two integers m and n representing a zero-indexed m by n grid. You're also given two 2D integer arrays, guards and walls, where guards equals row call and walls equal row call represents the position of the ith guard and the jth wall respectively. A guard can see every cell in the four cardinal directions, north, east, south, or west, starting from their position, unless obstructed by a wall or another guard. A cell is guarded if there is at least one guard that can see it. Return the minimum number of unoccupied cells that are not guarded. I don't even know if I feel like doing this again, man. I remember this problem now. How did I do it? I think what I did was like go left, right, up, down, and remember what did I remember? If the last thing was like a wall or a guard. This one is annoying, but I one-shot it. Dang. This one is tough to one-shot, but maybe your one-shot definition and my one-shot definition are different. To me, a one-shot means you don't hit run or anything. You hit submit one time and then it solves. Did hit a run button. That means it's not a one-shot, man. There's no run button in real life. Alright, but either way, that's still good, Bobby Blue. So what I said I was gonna do, so maybe I go from, I wanna go left to right, right to left, up and down and up. And I want to remember in each cell whether the guard can see that cell or not. So, man, I really don't feel like doing this problem, man, but I will do it. I'll do it, you know. Alright, so I'm going to make, first, I'm going to rename their variables, man. I'm going to rename M to rows and N to calls. That's the first thing for sure. Then I'm going to create a 2D grid. Should I make it a bool, vector bools or something? And then it's gonna be of size rows. And then calls, initially everything is false. And then this grid means whether or not a guard can see that cell. I use ints from now on. Too many people against the bools. What do you mean? Who's against bools, man? Like non-leak coders talking about vector bool being weird. Is that what you mean, Q? I think vector bool is fine for LeetCode. Oh wait. I forget to pull up my YouTube chat. Like the goats that constantly mention it. What do you mean? Mention it? In what ways? Like you should never use a vector bool? Anyways, so what am I doing? I'm trying to just iterate every row left to right. And then remember if there is a guard that we can see in each cell. So let me try and demonstrate here. So for row alright, so this is going like how am I doing this, man? So this is saying for each row, let's go from top to bottom and then left to right. And we'll say, oh, wait. These are our guards. Actually, let me think. So I should put my guards and my walls into something. Hold on, man. Maybe. All right. I don't know what to do. Should I actually create a grid? Another grid. Or yes, I should. Should I make it of chars? I'm gonna call this. Wait, I'm gonna call this guard scene grid or something. Guard vision. I'm gonna call it guard vision, right? So this is this Boolean 2D Boolean matrix represents whether or not the guard has visibility into a particular cell, and I'm going to create the actual grid that will represent what am I doing, man? Leo, thank you very much for the follow. So this is creating a 2D grid with each cell initially a space. Now I'm going to iterate over all my guards. And then I'm just going to populate all those guards to a G. Then I'm gonna go through all my walls and do the same thing. Make it a W. And now, alright, so now I've created this grid here. And now I'm going left to right, right to left on every row. And then I'll see whether or not we can see that cell. So if we've seen, or guard has vision, maybe I should rename it something a little bit more clear. So this Boolean will represent if the guard has vision or not into that cell. And we're gonna be like guard vision RC equal guard has vision. But before we do that, I suppose we can be like wait, so walls don't count as guards have vision, right? Hold on, how did I do that? I'm gonna be like, if the grid is equal to a guard, then guard has vision equal true. Otherwise, if it's a wall, then it's false. And so I'm doing this left to right, but I also want to go right to left. So I'm just gonna do that right here. So I guess I should reset this to false initially before I do my right to left pass. And I'm just gonna copy this in. I think it's like the same logic. Maybe I can make this into a function or something, man. But should we try and like actually write clean code? Or who cares about clean code, man? Let's just try and get the dang thing to work. Yeah, who cares about clean code? Anyways, maybe I'll fix it up after. So now I want to go through each column and go top to bottom and bottom to top and do the same thing. Hyper, what's happening? What was y'all takes on the Tyson fight? Man, cash grab. That's what I think. Alright, so we'll do the same thing again. Guard has vision equal false, and then I'm going to go from top to bottom here. Devray, welcome to the party. How are you doing? So I'm just gonna copy this logic again like that. Right? Should I just copy everything? But then I gotta change this. And then, so I think, all right, after I get everything accepted, I'm going to refactor this to make it look a little bit more clean. We'll see if we can do it. So now I want to iterate over everything and count how many cells that the guard does not have vision into. So let's go every single cell. And then we're gonna be like, I guess if it's an empty cell, first of all, so if grid RC equals to space and guard vision RC equal false, I guess. Wait, guard vision false. Yeah. So if this is true, then increment the answer and let's return that answer. When is code too dirty? I don't know, when you have like 4 chunks of things that look exactly the same, maybe. Alright, let's see if it works. Nah. What the hell is that? Man, I copied that 4 times. Come on, man. How did I do that? Copied that also. A bunch of... No, that... I think that's alright. Line 3. Wait. Yeah. When you wear a crop top and booty shorts. Never. Wait. What the heck is going on here, man? Did I put all the guards in the right spot? Did I put all the walls in the right spot? How am I gonna get 16? Oh, I know why. I like overwrite things. Yeah. I see. I made a big mistake. So this should be like or something. No. This should be or. So it's I think. Let me see if it works now. What are they talking about here, man? Guard vision. Or equals. Why is that not a thing, man? Guard vision RC. Supposed to be a Boolean. Why can't we... Why can't we do this? How big is the building you're in? I feel everyone in New York City lives on the 40th floor and you can hear all the fire trucks, police alarms. No. How big is the building? I don't know. 6 floors, maybe. Probably like 70 apartments. Hey, how come my OR thing isn't working here? Did I do something crazy wrong? Reference to byte? What are you talking about, man? Alright, so I guess only... Maybe only if that's true, I'll set it equal to true. Maybe that might... I don't know where I went wrong there. But I think that OR equals operator should work. Anyways, I don't even feel like doing this problem anymore, man. Even though I said I was gonna refactor it. Yeah, I'm done. Past, who cares if it's 100 lines or not. But maybe I should do it. So no, we're good, we're good. Should we do elite rooms? Lazy. Tuksu, what's happening, man? Look at those daily problems for the month of November, man. It's like every other problem only. I missed out on a bunch of LeetCode coins. Oh, and I got 130 coins for the October study room. I just upvoted some buttons every now and then. 130 points. Let me see how many coins I got. Redeem. 4,700 coins. I'm a long way away from anything. What do I need? Where's the hoodie at, man? Did they take out the hoodie? They increased the price? Wait, it looks like they removed the hoodie, man. I can't believe that. What a bunch of jokers. Why is LeetCode so... And don't defense, what's happening? Steven, saggy ball, how are you doing? My allergies are getting to me. How do you get around your allergies, man? Do you just have to not go outside, or you gotta wear a mask? T-shirt price, dang, 7,200 for a dang t-shirt. High quality t-shirts, my ass, man, they're crazy. Talking about up from 6,000, yeah. Inflation is real. I don't think they removed it. I saw it 2 days ago. Should have redeemed it. Man, I don't see it there. Zyro Fonte, what's happening? And Cratius, how you doing? Did you just call him Steven Saggyballs? Yeah, that is his original name. But somebody snitched on him, and then he had to change his username because it was offensive. Even though it's probably true, you know? Average USA enjoyer, what's happening? These goods look kind of a joke. Yeah. I thought I was bugging out. That's so funny. Yeah, man. His name has been Steven Saggyball for many years, and then one day somebody reported his ass, and they made him, like, Twitch made him change his username. But I still call him Steven Saggyball because it's who he is, you know. Hope you never stop these LeetCode streams. Really appreciate them. The Law of Oranges. Thank you. Thank you for such a kind comment. I hope I don't stop them completely, but I do feel I'm thinking about transitioning to doing some other things besides only LeetCode. Where's a MacBook MP4 Pro Ultra setup? What are you talking about, man? Or to redeem with LeetCode points? Yeah. Been lurking your channel for a while. Need these streams to keep me motivated too, man. You guys should start streaming yourselves because I found that the best motivator for me. Don't defense. Website when? Let's deploy a website. Then we can do shit like LeetCode. I'm thinking I'm going to have a dedicated web dev stream day. Maybe, I don't know yet. I gotta work on my schedule, my new schedule. So you have 3 days to deploy. Yeah, I know. I got 3 days to deploy, man. And I think I might do it tomorrow, like on stream. If I stream tomorrow. But I've been thinking to do probably like Jorge, what's happening? Deploy my new website, man. You wanna see it? Alright, let me take a moment to just show you my new website that I've been working on. Let me run it real quick. How do you do all that, man? npm run dev. And then npm run dev. Can you tell me your type eraser password? I can help you input things. Man, you can see my password right here for now. My password is go away, man. But that's only temporary. Anyways, I'll show you the new website. First, let me show you my old website. This is my old website. It's just a HTML, CSS, handcrafted. I can show you the file. This is my SSH into my dedicated server that the website is hosted on right now. Well, first let me show you the directory. This is the whole website right now. A few HTML pages, one CSS file, and a couple pictures. And this is everything. So when I have to update my website, I just edit this HTML here. But I'm tired of doing that, man. I'm tired of handcrafted custom HTML. And I want to do some mass-produced HTML using React. And here is the new website that I'm working on. It's gonna be a long work in progress. Uh-oh. Wait, here it goes. This is the new website, man. Still working on it. The stars are spinning. That's probably the biggest improvement of the website. The spinning stars, some of them can click through the years. A little bit different design. Algorithm topics, whatever. And then the type eraser, there's different things we can look at. Fastest wins, all that stuff. Some of this data isn't real, like these. Their voice is seemed to John Petrucci voice. Do you know John Petrucci? Is he a guitarist? Am I even saying his name right? Is he a guitar player? Does he play in Dream Theater or something like that? Is that a band? Dream Theater's guitar player. So I do know who he is, man. People say maybe he's one of the best shredders of all time. I don't know if that's true. Crazy good that you know. I wasn't expecting me to know, man. Do you know how long my hair is, AKSR41? I didn't get this long hair by never playing a guitar in my life. I can tell you that much. Played Shredder in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? What you talking about, man? Man, 3625216. Fake numbers. What's happening, man? You said he was the best shredder. Is he the best shredder out there? Best shredder guitarist of all time. Let's see. He's not the best shredder. No. Well, he's one of the best guitarists. All right, let's just say best guitarist of all time. Rolling Stones. Man, they're gonna start us off at 250? Come on, man. They're just trying to get my ad money. I'm not even gonna look at that list. The page can't even load. There's so many ads on it. Jesus. Wait. I've never actually heard him speak. Which one? Which one? In an interview?
Today on Sunday Off, guitarist John Patrice was with us. Coming up next. Well, you know, I grew up around
Man.
New York, so I wanted to ask you.
I don't know if I sound like him. Anyways, what should we do? Should we do some Leet rooms? I think we gotta do some LeetCode now. Easies, mediums, or should we just hit mediums? Website? No, man. Today's Wednesday. Wednesday is not website day. But let me shut it down. Wednesday is LeetCode day. No one cares for LeetCode anymore. Man, I'm trying to hit Guardian still. What are you talking about? Also, don't defense. How you doing, man? Are you back at home? React is the next LeetCode, man. Ange, thank you very much for that subscription. Let me put your name up on the old website. Better. Oh, that's good to hear. Workplace getting toxic. What to do? Can you switch teams? Is it big enough company where you can switch teams? Or I don't know, start grinding and get out of there, man. Easy. What are we doing? We're adding somebody to 2024 right here. AJNTH. Thank you very much. Right here. Law of Oranges says, hey, this is a bit random, but do you have a pulse on the current market for software engineers? Would love to know if you have any what words? If not, or if you just don't talk about that kind of stuff, it's cool. Prophet words? Prophetic words? Is that even a word, man? I guess it is. I haven't applied for a job in many years. I haven't interviewed in one in the chat GPT question. Harmless Dino, what's happening? So I don't know what you want me to say about the job market. It's tough. I think everyone kind of knows that. I'm not sure if you're a new grad, if you're an experienced dev, if you're a mid-level, or what. And like, are you seeking advice? Have you been applying and not getting any hits? Have you been failing technical interviews? Have you not even been able to get a call back? I think all of these things depend on how I respond to you. Yeah, I know what prophecy means, man. I know what a prophet is, but I don't read much either. Maybe it's showing.
Prophetic.
Prophetic. Sounds like pathetic. But I've never heard somebody say this word, man. Maybe I don't hang out with well-read people that much. Anyways. What are we doing? All right, let's start with easies and mediums for 45 minutes. I always use prophetic wrong. What? What are you talking about, info block? Starting? Wait, what? Starting? Chloe GPT, what's up? Who's starting what? I used the word prophetic before, but not what it's actually for. Dang. Wait. Alright, let me send y'all the Leet Rooms code. Oh man, my bad. From YouTube, we got somebody in here who I ignored. Where I can learn DSA. Yo, you there? Read chat, buddy. Blocks Hub Roblox, are you still around? You can learn data structures and algorithms from many places. I don't know. I'd say any of the lists out there are good. Tackle the problems. Maybe if you're a complete beginner, maybe like check out patterns individually at first. But LeetCode is a good place to start. I found LeetCode is pretty decent for learning. Yeah, that's what a lot of people think. I've never really used LeetCode though. LeetCode wasn't around when I started. All right, y'all ready? Leet Rooms time. So 4 questions. How do you join the LeetCode room? First, you gotta download the extension on leetrooms.com. It's only for Chrome. And then you register with Twitch or something, and then it will ask you for a room code when the extension pops up. And that's it. You join the room. LeetCode playthrough. I don't know, man. Those problems. I've probably done most of the LeetCode problems already. It's like you get to know the 150 questions and you get a pretty decent chance of cracking a data structures algorithm interview. Yeah, I know what LeetCode is for sure. And I've probably done all those problems except maybe like probably less than 10. Anyways, let's see. In this room, we got 4 problems, random problems, 2 easies, 2 mediums. First easy, minimum operations to make the array increasing. Second question, find all numbers disappeared in an array. Filling bookcase shelves and beautiful towers, part 1. Thought you said you had a problem getting a job. Oh, not me, man. I don't have a problem getting a job. I've never really tried. All right, law of oranges. Sorry for that word choice. To answer your question, have roughly 3 years of experience. Last company shut down. I took a 4 months off from everything and looking to get back into the swing of things since last week. Live in popular US city and just want to know your thoughts. I've been reading worrying things on Reddit. No more paragraphs. All right, so man, first of all, everybody on Reddit who posts all the doom and gloom things, I'd say 99% of them are like still in school, never had a job. So you having 3 years of experience automatically means it's gonna be a lot easier for you than all the people that you see on Reddit. So don't even pay attention to that, man. Second thing is, it depends on the type of companies you're targeting. If you want to, I don't know, like if everybody does LeetCode these days, but if you want to work at a big tech company, you're gonna have a LeetCode interview more than likely, along with maybe system design. So you gotta practice your LeetCoding. You gotta practice your system design. And I'd say depends on how good you are right now. It might take you many months to get good at data structures, algorithms. If you've never done any LeetCode, I'd say realistically think about at least 3 months, depending on how hard you study. Me just bored of my job, so I started searching for a new one. Nice. With 4 years of experience, I'm having a hard time finding a job. AKSR, do you get any callbacks at least? Because you're good enough to pass algorithm interviews. I know that for sure. So if you're not getting any callbacks, wait, nope. Meaning you show up to the interview, you make it to the final rounds, and you get rejected every time. If that's the case, maybe I know you're good enough, man. I don't even get interviews. Yeah, type error dev, I think nailed it. I think you got a resume problem. Senior market only. That's not true, man. Senior market is always going to be bumping, but mid-level, you should be able to find something out there. Job market is pretty tough at the moment. Yeah, it's not like 3 years ago, but it's not impossible to find a job. I say this not as someone who's found a job recently, but as someone who knows so many people who are mid-level who've just found multiple jobs, like multiple offers. And these are people who obviously work hard and they don't give up when they're looking for jobs. And they also got like 3-4 years of experience. And they've like iterated on their resumes, they've prepped for system design, algorithms, behaviorals, everything, and they all landed multiple offers. So I think it's, it's possible, but you got to put in the work. The wording on the resume, not necessarily the experience. Right, you got to word your resume correctly for it to catch the right people's eyes, for them to not like throw it in the garbage. International makes it 10 times harder. Yes, that is true. So if you don't have a visa to work here, that is a major barrier. But if you don't even get callbacks from when you're applying, then it's still a resume issue. But if you get callbacks saying like, hey, AKSR41, what's up, man? Are you interested in this job? And I'm like, yeah, man. And then they're like, so do you got papers? And you're like, nah. And then they're like, all right, let me call you back. Let me see if and then you never hear back from them. That's understandable. But if you never even get to the point where you tell them you're international or you don't have a visa, then I think it's still a resume issue. Software tools, what's happening? The Law of Oranges. Thank you very much for the gifted sub. I'm about to put your name up on the board. But also from YouTube, Louis Solar. Hello, good stuff as always. Thank you very much. Is there any other channel with a similar content but using JavaScript? Man, I don't really know that many LeetCoders that use JavaScript, only because the language isn't really built for algorithm challenges. Man, Clistar, what the heck? Thank you very much for the sub. Wait. Oh, Steven Sagiball says wait, what the hell's all this noise, man? Hold on, let me get these names on the board and then I'll read more chat. So, Law of Oranges. Thank you very much. The Law of... I don't even know what that name means, man. The Law of Oranges? What? There you go. Thank you very much. And then Clistar. Thank you very much. Look at that. Clistar 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stars turns into 8 stars. What? Who said? Wait. Same channel, but Java. Wait. How come I didn't hear that noise, man? Krypton 246. Thank you very much for the sub. Did my speakers stop working? Oh shit. Alright. Krypton 246. You're up next. Thank you so much. Look at that. Another algo junkie for 2024. Do you have a degree? I know you were freelance for a while. Software tools, I do have a degree, but it's in mechanical engineering, which I think still counts, man. It's a STEM degree. I think it adds some respect to my name when they see it on the resume. But I'm like self-taught dev. I learned how to program from watching YouTube videos like over 10 years ago. And so I've never really officially studied CS. Krypton 246. Thank you so much, and nice to meet you. Welcome to the party. What he said is impossible. Same channel but JavaScript. It's like yeah, I don't know that. Wait, when are you starting life help streams? Smart coder. I don't think I'm qualified to give any life help, man. If you follow my advice, well, depends on what the advice is, but I tend to do some not so typical things, man, and I give like terrible advice, I think, for some things. Can you do one life help stream? Maybe maybe if I don't know. Law of Oranges says, nah, thank you, your words brought comfort. I thought 3 years would be really tough. I think you can do it with 3 years, man. I've seen multiple people with around 3 years get crazy offers. And I don't know that many people, but everyone I know basically got jobs, like who looked for one, who put in real effort, I'd say. But I only know people who work hard. I don't really hang out with slackers too much. So maybe my views are a bit skewed. Karl Marx from YouTube, what's happening? Alright, we started this LeetCode room and I haven't even looked at a problem. What's a slacker? Man, who's a slacker? I don't know. If you're slacking, I'd say it's normal when you're young. But if you're like older, if you're like over 30 and you're slacking, you gotta check yourself, man. You can't be slacking too much. I used to slack a lot when I was younger. Like just not doing anything. Anyways, let me at least do this easy problem. You're given an integer array num 0 index. In one operation, you can choose an element of the array and increment it by 1. For example, if nums is 1, 2, 3, you can choose to increment index 1 to make nums 1, 3, 3. Return the minimum number of operations to make nums strictly increasing. An array nums is strictly increasing if nums I is less than nums I plus 1 for all indices. Alright. I think I can do this. What is it? Slackhair. Slackware. What are you talking about? Can you define real effort? Real effort for job searching means treating searching like a full-time job. Hints says it right, man. I'd even go beyond that, man. I'd say real effort means not only like a full-time job, maybe even you're working overtime if you're really desperate for a job, man. Just because 40 hours of searching 1 week, that doesn't mean you just give up and go chill, unless you need to. But I think it means working on applying for jobs, working on preparation, like studying algorithms, working on studying system design, preparing for behavioral interviews. Doing mock interviews also means, like, I'd say that's real effort. It means tweaking your resume if it's not working, or maybe even handcrafting your resume for each type of job you're applying to. So maybe have one resume that's this type, another resume that's this type. If you're like a full stack dev, or you can do anything, maybe have one that's specifically for front end, one for full stack, one for back end, one for JavaScript, one for C Sharp, C++, whatever you're good with. Something like anything that you can do, craft a resume tailored to that position, basically. I'd say that's like real effort. I don't know if cover letters are a thing anymore, but I'd say that's not really a thing. It also means thinking outside the box if none of these things are working. Try networking with other people. Try to like slide into recruiters' DMs if you gotta, like on LinkedIn. Just exhausting all resources and not just giving up when you try one thing and you're like, oh, look, nobody called me back. I guess the job market is tough. Let me go play Hearthstone or something now. You know, that doesn't, I don't think that's real effort when you just accept rejection, you know, especially if you have multiple years of experience, man. You should be able to land something if you're determined enough. That's how I feel, at least. Can I slide into your DMs? Bobby Blue, you've already slid into my DMs, man. Why are you calling me out? Steven Sagiball, you told me that you uninstalled Hearthstone and you sent me a picture that you did it. But then I see you playing Hearthstone. So I don't know what you're talking about, man. Reinstalled it. Maybe before, but this job market is insane. Man, people are still getting jobs out there. So I think you can't use that excuse. You can't just say, oh, the job market is tough, let me not even try anymore. That's not a good mentality to have. I think you gotta be out there all the time. Even if the job market is tough, that means you gotta put in more effort than the other people, probably. And you know, maybe you gave it your all. Maybe you tried everything and you still couldn't find a job. Then I guess you just gotta wait it out. Go find another job, like flipping burgers at McDonald's or something, to hold you over until the job market picks up, or, you know. It's basically back to pre-pandemic levels, somebody said, which I don't know. I don't like keep track on job stats, but oh man. Chat's bumping. What if you gave it your all and nothing still works? Man, if you gave it your all, nothing still worked, you got two choices. You can either give up and go do something else with your life, or you can just keep trying, man. Or, I guess maybe a third choice is you can go find another job temporarily doing anything and still continue trying. So, I don't know. I'm not a big believer of, like, feeling sorry for yourself that conditions aren't right. I feel you just gotta keep on keeping on, man. I think the key is to never give up. And you have to be honest with yourself if you're giving it real effort, you know. And if you're not, and you're telling yourself that you are, you need to stop that. But if you're really out there applying and preparing for jobs for 50 hours a week, and you've done it for a year, and you still got nothing, It's time to go hit up the restaurants around the corner and go bust some tables to make ends meet, man. That's what I would do. That's what I've done many times in my life. I graduated college and I also couldn't find a job for many years. And I felt like I gave it my all, man. I tried everything. I couldn't find a job, at least a mechanical engineering job. And then I just went to go work in a regular job, waiting tables. I did that. I worked in restaurants for a long time. And eventually I got into it, you know. So what you don't want to do is just sit down and do nothing, man. That's the worst thing you could possibly do. Somebody from YouTube says, I went from military to junior college to homeless to university to mechanical engineering board and going for a comp sci or electrical engineering soon. Man, that is a wild journey. Thank you for sharing that. I think if you've been through all of these trials and tribulations, I think you can for sure switch to comp sci or electrical engineering, man. But you probably already know that. Anyways. Wait, funny you said McDonald's. I'm thinking about applying at the Burger King 10 minutes from my home. Info block. Nothing's wrong with doing a job that isn't glamorous or anything, man. I mean, there's so many people that work at restaurants or do things that don't make them crazy money, but they got to do it to get by. Nothing's wrong with doing that for a little bit. And then you can study and prepare like when you're not working. But don't give up completely, man. That's for sure. You guys have so much skills. You spent so much time. Look at 2100 rating. LeetCode contest. AKSR. All you need is one chance. So you got to keep trying until you get that one interview. And anyways. Yeah, you should be able to find a job. But I understand it's difficult if you don't have papers. I might just quit and become something else, like a mime. Man, mimes gotta get paid too. If you went back to college, would you stick with mechanical or switch to another degree? If I went back to college, I'd probably study math, to be honest. I think, yeah, I would do math. I don't know why, but I think math goes a long way. Got a PhD position for stable diffusion. Any tips, man? We should be asking you for some tips, man. I don't even know what a PhD position for stable diffusion means. Not F-toy. I was browsing the dev section tonight just because I've been really wanting to get into this, and I love your advice and mindset so much. Oh, Krypton, thank you so much for the support. I just try to tell it how it is, how I feel it is at least. Maybe it might be too harsh, but that's what I really feel. I mean, the tech market goes through this pretty routinely. What's changed this time around is major tech companies had rollovers, layoffs, so it's flooded the pool with talent, which is causing all companies to look for their ex-Meta, Google, Amazon unicorn. What we really need is another major tech company to absorb the talent to create scarcity again. Yeah, all of these things are contributing to the tough market, man. But there's a lot of companies who don't want these FANG, especially Google, man. There's a lot of companies who just don't want Google employees because we're soft and we don't know how to work hard and we're spoilt and we're used to free food and big pay and work-life balance and all that stuff, man. And we don't know what the rest of the world uses, and we're on this tech island. So I mean, and then there's just a lot of companies that can't afford these types of engineers who expect 300K as a mid-level or something. Some companies can only pay like 80K, you know. Start selling some courses? Nah, I ain't selling no courses. And HR in general has always been a poor filter for talent. Right, right. Do I ever get angry? For sure I get angry, man. But I don't let my emotions consume me too often. Sometimes I can't help it, especially when it's around people who know me really well. But in a public setting, for sure, I try to always have my emotions in check and not to act on my emotions and only try and keep cool. But yeah, sometimes I get a little emotional and I do things I normally wouldn't do. Most FANG engineers would actually benefit from working at these minimum wage jobs. They will mature quite a bit and become better at talking to customers. Yeah, Ice Cold Chillin' 77. I strongly believe that everybody out there should be like mandatory restaurant service, man, for at least 6 months or something. I think it really helps with a lot of skills in life, like soft skills and whatnot. At least when I was waiting tables, I thought it really taught me so many things that I still carry out to this day. I've never worked in the tech industry. My company won't even let me touch a computer. I asked for a computer today and they laughed at me. What? Maybe yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Maybe they just don't give computers to everybody. Startups want ex-unicorns. Some of them, man. I can't say all of them. Do you get laid off? No. But sometimes I wish I did. It's why you see all these non-FANG companies holding out so much when half their work is centering a div on the landing page. They think they need ex-FANG to do it. I mean, I think having some type of big tech FANG engineer that comes from a culture of good engineering practices is good to have on the team to like guide everyone else. But I don't think everybody, or everybody doesn't need to be a FANG engineer. Anyways, I don't think everyone should wait tables, but everyone should go to the military. Alright, I'd say, how about this? Either you go wait tables or you go to the military. You gotta choose one, man. Will this stream be in your YouTube channel? The Law of Oranges. Every single stream that I've been doing recently is also on YouTube. So you can see all the backlog of all the streams I've done on my YouTube. What are the lessons that you learned from the restaurant training arc? I learned how to be maybe a little bit humble. I learned how to get my hands dirty when I need to. I learned how to talk to people, read people somewhat well, because the money you make as a waiter depends on how good your customers are feeling. So if you can put them in a good mood and you can get them laughing and talking and having a good time, you're gonna make more money. So you learn how to do that. You also learn how to prioritize tasks and things. It's because sometimes you're overwhelmed with all these different things and you kind of have to know which tables are chill, which tables are not chill, which ones are about to get angry, which ones you need to bring the refill right now, which ones don't care, they give you some time. It's like really about learning about people. And I think that's the main thing I learned from the restaurants. How much longer are you planning on staying in tech working as an engineer? Ice Cold Chillin', I think, I don't know. I would be very sad if I was still an engineer in 10 years, man. I'll tell you that much. I don't want to be an engineer in tech more than 5 more years. I'll watch this and the others tomorrow, man. I don't think you can watch all my streams in one day, but thank you very much, Law of Oranges. Have a good night. I've been both startup and FANG, and you can be bad at system design in either. In my opinion, FANG or not does not make you good at software engineering. Yeah, of course that's true, But there's a higher probability that a FANG engineer is going to be better at like engineering than somebody who's never been at a company like that, you know. It's not always the case, but statistically speaking, I think it's a higher chance. And that's really all the employers have, is like a chance. So they try and maximize their chances, you know. There's other signals besides your work history, but it's a pretty strong signal to me, I think. Anyways, military is mandatory here for 14 months, so it's pretty fun. Where's here? Do you ever put nasty stuff in people's drinks? No, not ever, man. Never even crossed my mind to do that. Do you ever put nice stuff in people's food? No way, man. But I did eat everybody's leftovers that looked somewhat okay. I don't know if that's gross or what, but I don't care, man. When you're halfway through a shift and you're hungry and they didn't even touch the sushi or whatever, it's like, I'm gonna go take some of them rolls, man. I think everybody did it in the restaurants. Sometimes people order way too much and then they wouldn't even want a box or anything, and then you take it and it's like this perfect sushi roll that they didn't even touch half of the pieces. Anyways, they usually don't even touch the pieces. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Every restaurant I've ever worked at, it's been a thing. It doesn't happen every day, but when it does happen, you call everybody over like, hey man, look, we got some food. You want some of this? And everybody's gonna take it without hesitation. Man, that's not how you get diseases. Nan Codes, thank you very much for the raid. What's happened? Hello, everyone. My name is Midnight Simon, and I usually do LeetCode streams, but lately in this stream, I've just been talking about finding a job in tech and stuff like that. We ate all the leftover. Yeah, every restaurant we used to eat the sushis. C++, local guy online, welcome to the party. X Metrics, what's happening? Yeah, I do C++ mainly. Sometimes I'll do other things. Wingstop streams, I don't even eat Wingstop anymore, man. It's bad for me. Thank you very much, local guy online, for the follow. Anyways, ever worked with IoT? What is that? The Internet of Things? Like connecting random ass devices to the internet? Nah. Like online refrigerators, microwaves that download stuff? I don't know, man. Anyways, I was doing some problem and I forget what the problem was. But anyways, Nan Codes, how are you doing? And I'm not. Sometimes I think you do LeetCode, right? I don't know if you do it all the time though. Are you doing LeetCode for fun? Mainly for fun. I'd say 50% for fun, 40% for, well, no, maybe 50% for the community, 40% for fun, and like 10% for job interviews. Coded for 10 hours, dang, that is a long time. Michael PC Gamer, what's happening? Spent an hour optimizing daily, can't do any more LeetCode. Wait, but you got the daily, that's good. Especially when you're REing them. I don't even know what that means. Once in a blue moon. So what were you doing today? Were you doing LeetCode today? Currently working on Raspberry Pi with Xeor 2. I don't know what that is. And mobile to see if my plants will live. Alright. Didn't get it yet. I will brute force it tomorrow. Interesting. All right. Working on a Twitch bot. Nice. I want to work on some of those things too, but I've been so busy. Zero W. I don't know what that is. Still, even if it's zero, I don't know what it is. All right. That's type of Raspberry Pi. I see. Anyways, so let me solve this easy LeetCode problem. It's like minimum number of operations to make an array increasing. And I already read it, so I'm just gonna solve it now. So I'm just iterating over everything, starting from index 1. And I'm gonna say if nums I is less than, or did it say strictly increasing? Yeah. So if it's less than equal to nums I minus 1, then we gotta increment nums I by the difference plus 1. So it's gonna be nums I, wait, it's gonna be nums I minus 1 minus nums I plus 1, right? How long have you been LeetCoding? I've been dang, that's not even a right answer. Oh, and then I have to set the thing. I've been LeetCoding since December 2019. I'm gonna just copy and paste this. So about 5 years. Still can't solve easy problem though. That's pretty bad, huh? So let me show you. My very first LeetCode happened. My very first LeetCode training happened in December 2019, and 2020 looks like this. Very sporadic. I had 2 training camps in 2020. One before COVID hit, and one during the summer of 2020. And then my real training camp started in June 2021. I did 5 months of LeetCode every single day, and I streamed everything. That's how I got started with streaming. I was struggling with consistency for LeetCode, and I said, you know what? I'm just gonna study LeetCode on stream on Twitch, and then I'll see how far that takes me. And I was able to do it every day for 150 days or a little bit more than that. And I found like a great community to help me, keep me motivated. I found a lot of mentors on Twitch to teach me about algorithms and show me the ropes. And then I also got my first big tech job around this time in November. I got my offer for Google. And then since then, I've toned down my training a little bit, but I still train, like, not every single day these days, but 3 times a week. Can I request a problem? Sure. Your boy's studying for a SE technical interview tomorrow and low-key freaking out. SE, software engineering? They want me to explain my rationale for my design of a take-home coding assignment they sent me last week. Why can't they just give me a coding problem instead? What was the take-home about? Gotta keep that thing on you. Ironclad egg. What you talking about? You got some things on you, man? Are you strapped? You talking about being strapped? Oh, that LeetCode thing. I'm LeetCode strapped. Anyways. So that's like my LeetCode story. And when I first started to LeetCode, man, I was not that great. I was like, the contests were way easier back then. You start off with a 1500 rating, and I fell below 1500 multiple times in the beginning. But eventually, after many years of studying, I was able to get my ranking up. And now I'm like pretty decent. Understanding an engineer's rationale is huge. That has to be part of the take-home assignment. Yeah, I'd think so. I've done like one take-home assignment, and the one time they wanted to go over the thing and talk about decisions I made and why I made them, and then they asked me to like implement a new feature on the code, on the assignment, you know. We're just processing CSV files to extract, sort, and format top records, outputting results in a YAML format using Python. Interesting. So you should be able to talk about that easily, right? I did have a serious question as someone who trained LeetCode and fell off once got a job. I understand patterns and resources, but how do you understand the question as opposed to just rote memorization? Sometimes I feel I'm just memorizing, not memorizing answers, but patterns. Maybe that's intentional. I don't know. Ironclad egg. I think we're not just like memorizing answers to every single problem out there, but I think solving more problems gives you more experience. And once you're in a certain situation multiple times, it's kind of hard to forget. Like, for example, something that I still make a bunch of these mistakes, but I always forget to like use long longs when taking the sum of an array or something. Like, I always get an integer overflow, man. But after being burnt so many times, I kind of know the situations where an integer could potentially overflow. And then now I start to like look out for those things. Like, oh yeah, we can overflow right here. So let me make sure to use a long. You know what I'm saying? No, everything is a long. No, I'm talking about long, man. Your rank is terrible. Rank 1 million? Am I? No. What are you talking about? Man. No sé qué hacen, pero mi. Whatever this means. I don't know what's happening, but I'm something. What does that mean, man? I don't know what they do, but I'll stay. All right. All right. Tools in the toolbox that you can apply. Yeah. I do see have most of memory of like the common hash map and stuff like that, or delimiters when iterating over a string. Yeah, I think you're not memorizing questions, but you're just getting better at solving algorithm problems the more you do it, man. That's pretty long, man. Anyways, oh, interesting you do it in C++. I do it in JavaScript, but I picked up Python. Think I might try to really get my pseudocode down and practice my Python as well. Kill two birds, one stone type shit. Yeah, I think LeetCode is great to explore new languages. You get to mess with the syntax. You get to use the standard library in, you know, like small fun problems. That's how I learned C++ initially. Just by doing LeetCode. I never used C++ in my life, and then I tried to LeetCode in it. And I LeetCoded in C++ for 2 years, and then I landed a C++ job. That was intentional. Like, I wanted to study C++ in order to get a C++ job. Can we try one I sent? Wait, Bobby, send it again, man. Sorry, I've just been... Oh, here it is. I've just been caught up reading chat. I guess I've already done it. Or I tried to... No, I can't do this. Maximum frequency of an element after performing operations, part 1. No, I can't do that. I just tried this problem, man. Why are you trying to give me these hard problems? This one was from a contest, man. I can't do this. Why are you giving me this question? It's a Google tag. Nah. Don't worry about it, man. It was just processing... Oh, wait. What am I doing reading all these old comments? Can you help me with mine? What is yours? Why you don't drink coffee? Are you talking to me? Do you not feel exhausted after doing algos for an hour or so? I think most of my time on stream, I'm not even really doing algos, man. I'm just talking to chat. Like, I've been streaming now for 2 hours or hour and a half. And I've done like one problem, man. It's not that serious, man. Sometimes I'm more focused, but today it seems there's been a lot of questions about like the job market and like how to get a job and things like that. So usually I do get exhausted. I think about 3 hours is my limit. So that's why... All right, let me tell you, man. For all you people out there struggling with studying LeetCode, I feel you. I used to study, or I used to struggle a lot. But I found success when I changed my study habits. So before I discovered my new like training camp style studying, I used to just study whenever I felt motivated, and I used to study until the wheels fell off. So that means when I'm like, oh man, I get inspired by somebody on Twitch or whatever, I'm like, yeah, I need to study LeetCode. Next day, I'll wake up, first thing I'll do, study LeetCode, and I'll study it for like 8, 10, 12 hours. And I'll just grind it. And then the next day, I'll do the same thing. I'll just keep grinding until I just can't do it anymore. And eventually, maybe after like 2, 3, 4 weeks, I just stop. And I won't study again because I like burnt myself out, man. I went too hard. So I did that 2 or 3 times before I decided to switch up my study patterns. And the last time I tried to study, instead of going maxing out every day, what I did was more of a strict schedule. I created a schedule for myself, and I tried to model it after like how boxers or UFC or MMA fighters train for training camps, or even, you know, professional athletes, where they do really intensive training in the morning or something. I don't know, I guess every fighter is different, but like watching a bunch of fighters talk about their training camps, they train hard in the morning and then they take a long break, and then maybe they go for a second session in the afternoon. So they split their training throughout the day so that they don't like train when they're not at their best and they're too tired or something. So I did that with LeetCode. I gave myself 3 hours to train. Then I took a 6-7 hour break, and then I went back again for an afternoon session. And I would only study during those allocated study times. I wouldn't try to extend my study session or just study ad hoc sometime. So once I decided to stick to that schedule, I was able to go for 150 days straight of studying by only doing 2 sessions a day. 3 hours in the morning, 3 hours at night, or in the afternoon. And that worked really well for me. Before that, when I would just max out every day, the longest I studied for was about 2 months before I burnt out. And that's just my experience. I'm sure everyone has their different experiences with that. I think that's faster than I would do when I'm focused. Wait, how's the oh, M Huggins, what's happened? Website's going well. Tomorrow I might do a stream to actually launch the thing. DevRel space too long. Man, what? How do you get into DevRel, man? I read solution, apparently this is line sweep, so I think you can do it. Yeah, I think it's a line sweep too, but I don't know, man. This problem's too hard. I'm not gonna do it now. Sorry. I'm not the person to do that one because I haven't even solved it. No, at that point you start taking drugs like caffeine to not get burnt out. Oh no. I'm trying to write a code that's like, if I have a permutation of a list, then I want to generate a new list where it's like position 1 goes to 3, then position 3 goes to 4, and 4 goes to 5. I don't know what you're talking about, man. That's what I do. What? It's way easier to split up your sessions. Yeah, Ice Cold Witch. I think this is for sure true. Everyone needs a break at some point, you know. 6 hours a day is still huge. Yeah, 6 hours a day is no joke. But you don't have to go 6 hours a day. But I was serious about trying to be good enough to pass a FANG interview. Anyways, like I becomes equal to the item number. Yeah, I still don't really understand what you're trying to do there though. Is FANG how you imagine it would be? I'd say the honeymoon phase is over, man. I'm tired of it. It's just another company now. And I think I'm like used to it, man. So it doesn't even really feel that crazy anymore. But when I first started, I was amazed. I was like, wow, this place is the best place on the world, and everything is so good, and everyone is so smart, and all that stuff. But like 3 years later, it's like, yeah, I'm sick of it. I'm trying to quit, man. Kind of, not really. RoboDom in the house. What's happening, man? How long have I been at Google? I've been here for 3 years, almost. Just about 3 years. Probably doesn't relate too much, but I've been doing SAT prep for 6 hours a day, and I burnt out after a second month, and I don't even want to look at study material anymore. National Tromo, I feel you on that. I think 6 hours a day for SAT is a lot, especially if you're doing like 6 hours straight, man, or 6 hours, 6 consecutive hours. I'd say that is burnout material right there. Maybe if it helps, you should try to break up your study sessions into 2-3 hour chunks, or maybe even just 2 4-hour chunks or something. Trying to quit RoboDom. I'm trying to quit for sure one day, man. How do you learn DP? I think this is a very common question for a lot of people. I don't know. Some people... Alright, I'll tell you how I learned DP, man. I tried DP problems a lot, and none of them made sense, and I just gave up for a long time. I refused to do DP problems, man, because I know I can't do it. And then I asked one of my friends, like, hey, this problem is hard, and he's like, oh, and he just wrote an equation. Yeah, f of x equal f of x minus 1 plus x minus 2, and it just did something and it just works. I was like, what the hell, how do you do that? But anyway, I just saw that person write down like a math formula to represent the DP problem, and I never understood then. But like months later, like months and months and months, maybe even years later, I'm staring at the same problem this friend showed me. And it just made sense to me, man. And then from there, I thought I had a chance to understand DP. So then I tried to learn like brute force recursion. That's one thing that really helps me. Like tackling, if I can solve a problem with brute force recursion, then that's like one step closer to making the DP problem. Because once you can solve it, the brute force recursion, most of the time, all you have to do is add a cache on top of that recursive solution. And that's basically DP. But the recursion has to be structured in a way that it takes advantage of like sub problems. So if you can do some binary tree problems, like say, I don't know, some type of DFS type binary tree problems, I'd say a lot of those problems are very similar to DP, you know, and maybe you can already do DP problems, but you don't even know it yet, man. I'd say like diameter of a binary tree or longest length in a binary tree or something like that. Those are kind of like DP in a way. And I could do those, but I didn't know it was DP. That friend sounds like BetSim. No, this was way before I started to stream. It's the opposite of stationary programming. What? Wait, from YouTube, we got somebody here says, I graduated just recently with CS degree from UC, and all I learned is backend language like C++, Java. Been applying a bunch and just getting rejection after rejection. What do you think is a problem? Are you talking about UC Berkeley? I think rejection after rejection means resume problem, man. Means your resume isn't passing either the filters or your resume isn't attractive enough. UC Davis, I don't know. I guess that's similar. The same. I don't know where UC Davis ranks, but either way, man. If you're not even getting an interview, you gotta beef your resume up. Maybe not a lot of skill. Alright, it sounds like your resume is lackluster because you never... Did you have an internship? If you didn't, it's gonna be more difficult. But you can get around that by having... If you've made a complicated project or a complex project, I think that's worthy to put on your resume. And if you can go into great details about that project, maybe it might catch the right person's eye. So I'd say tweak your resume. Do what you gotta do. Make a lot of different versions of your resume. Maybe try and get somebody professional to help you out with it. But it sounds like you really gotta tweak that resume to even get like a callback. I think you should be able to get at least a callback with your resumes, you know? Anyways, in the 3 years you have been at Google, how many times have you needed LeetCode style algos to accomplish a task? Maybe 0 times, man. I don't need LeetCode algorithms. But it does help me to think about problems and their time complexities and stuff like that. And I've used techniques I've learned from LeetCode in production code out there at work. But maybe not necessarily like... I've never implemented Dijkstra's at work, if that's what you're asking. Or I've never done a DP problem at work, man. But I have used tricks and techniques that I've learned from LeetCoding. Like, for example, where... You know, when I was LeetCoding early on, I would always use a hash map every single time. Even if they say like the string only has lowercase letters, I would still use a hash map. But, you know, after LeetCoding a bunch, I learned you don't even need a hash map there. You can use like a vector of size 26 to represent each character, and then it's a lot faster. So I use things like that at work, where I try to not use hash maps because they're slow, and I'll try and just use a regular old vector or something to store things. So I use that a lot. I think that's probably something I do the most. It's those little micro optimizations for LeetCode problems that help us. Teach us the most important skill, HTML, how to meet ladies. I don't know how to do that, man. I don't know. Anyways. Dang. Map Park Ski. Thank you very much for that subscription. Let me add your name to my website. Thank you so much. Maybe, man, I feel I haven't done any LeetCode today. But it's all right. Some days it's just a chill day where we just, it's kind of like a questions and answers session. I'm obsessed with how your keyboard sounds. Thank you. It is a Bubble 75 with Aqua Kings. This is also my favorite keyboard. I have a lot of keyboards, like, I don't know, 10 keyboards or something. But this one, by far, the best sounding one I got. And this, I only know about this keyboard because of a coworker of mine back when I used to work in California. He's also a keyboard nerd. One of my very first Google friends. We bonded about keyboards, I guess. He saw my keyboard, I saw his keyboard, and we became instant friends. And then one day he brought this one in. I think he brings this one in the most to work. And man, it just sounded so nice every time. It's so creamy, sounds so bubbly. I don't know how to describe it, man. But I bought 2 of them. I like this keyboard so much I bought 2. But the problem is they're rare. You can't just go buy one. You gotta go wait for an opportunity where one is on the marketplace. You gotta buy it used or something. Those are interesting keyboard descriptors. Yeah, I'm describing the sounds, man. So, investment keyboard. No, they're all sold out, man. You're not gonna find it new. That's so sold out. No way you're gonna find it unless they remake it or something. So I got a white one, and I got this blue one. Blue and white. Premium. Look at that. Dang, that's pricey. Yeah, it is pricey. I'm not gonna lie. But if you buy it used, you don't pay that much. The number of people that compliment the keyboard always surprises me. Wait, why? Throwing shade for sure. Yeah, Clistar has the white one. I don't know if it's better. I think this one is nicer. Anyways. What do you think about split keyboards? I'm not a fan. I think split keyboards are hard to use, man. It's like, all right, first, it's hard to get used to them. Second, it's like, it's hard to use another keyboard after you switch, right? So, man, I'm not even doing any LeetCode. Should I just use this stream for now? Or this scene? Not shade, just crazy how many people are like, dang, I can't tell how good that is. Yeah. I've been thinking I should make a YouTube video about my keyboard. Maybe that might get the most views. Nobody wants to hear about my dang LeetCode algorithms, man. Everybody just wants to hear about my keyboard. I was split, it's amazing. Split boards are so much ergo. Your keyboard always reminded me about the Atlantic Pacific LeetCode problem. What do you mean, Bobby Blue? Heard you recommend membrane keys? Yeah, right. Maybe. That's a good idea. Yeah, I think I have a long list of videos that I should be making, but I'm lazy. Setup vid would be fire. Yeah, that too. Man, I don't even want to know how much money I've spent on my studio equipment, but like at least 10,000, maybe $15,000 on my studio. So maybe one day I'll make a video about that too. Should I put my keyboard preferences on my resume? Only if you want to get hired instantly, man. That's, I mean, it's obvious you should. I think if you apply to the right startup and in your resume you have, I prefer Gateron Oil King switches and some other keyboard, I'm sure that will get the attention of some nerds there, man. It might work. It might not. I care about LeetCode, but sometimes people just want keyboard stream. Wait, jest? Question? What? After that, you must do a video. Oh, a video on the setup? Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I've spent... Alright, let me tell you my camera equipment. This camera, Sony ZV-E1 or something like that, man. I think it's like $2,000. And then I got a like $1,000 lens on there. I got a dang tablet. I have a teleprompter and a tablet that I read. So like when I'm reading chat, I'm looking at the camera. Why are you pointing at me, man? I'm pointing at my teleprompter. And then this other camera here. Oh, Type Racer. That camera, this camera right there. That's that's a Sony A7 IV with a 35mm 1.4 lens. It's also almost like $1,000 lens and like a $3,000 camera. This microphone is also expensive. It's a MKH 416 Sennheiser. It's like $1,000. So I've spent a lot of money on my setup, man, and sometimes I ask myself, for what? Only because I like expensive things. You should host president election debates with that, not LeetCode. Nah. Steven Sagiball says, I've been so down bad recently. Man, talk to us, Steven Sagiball, while we do Type Racer. Alright, first race is the warm-up, second race is the championship round. Maybe we can do a little bet. Me versus Q Ultimus. Who's gonna win? Place your bets. You can tell us about your lighting. Okay, yeah. So I got like, man, I have a lot of lights too. I probably spent like over $1,000 on my lights also. But you wanna see, I did this recently. Wait, should we do Type Racer first? Let's do the Type Racer and then I'll tell you about my lights. Alright, first race warm-up, second race championship code. I mean, championship code? What the hell am I talking about? Championship round. Jesus. Alright, Type Racer for Twitch, Type Racer for YouTube, and Type Racer for the Discord. Did you find LeetCode video explanations helpful or useful when you were still getting good? I never really watched videos, software tools. I read articles, but I can't pay attention to a dang 10-minute video, man. My attention span is not that good. 10 minutes to watch a boring ass video on some algorithm? No way I'm gonna last. But I can read like a 200-word paragraph explaining it, you know? Jesus, what kind of warm-up round is this? Here we go. This is just the warm-up. Place your bets. Bets are still open. Me versus Q Ultimus. Place them now. This is Q. And we're about to do the warm-up race. There we go, warm up. Man, I don't know where everyone's at. But everybody is slow as dirt today, man. It was only the warm up though. So, it's all good. Championship round is next. Simon has ego. Yeah, right. Everyone was slow. I don't win Type Racers often, man. Usually there's like 150 miles an hour and stuff. Look at all these guests. Peru in the house. USA, USA, USA. Brent Arata in the house. How you doing, man? All right, let's go. This is the championship round. It's gonna be me, Midnight Simon, versus Joshua, aka Q Ultimus. And another short passage. No mistakes. One mistake, you're out. Not really, but kinda. That was terrible, man. I feel I messed up so many times, man. But Q 96 and guess with the 100 WPMs. What the hell? Who is that? Who's that guest? Man, everybody was slow on that passage. It's a shame that... Alright, if you are the guest there, take a screenshot. Upload it to like Imager or something and send it if you want your name on my board. Otherwise, it's cool. I'll just put guest. It was me? Man, I don't know. Dang. Don't defense taking all that money. Alright, Q beat me. Easy. It was me. Well, y'all, whoever it was, you know what to do. You gotta take a screenshot. That's the only way, man. If there's no screenshot, it's just gonna go to guest. It took them like 2 minutes to type it was me. Sus. Yeah. It was. Everyone is being sus. Was that 100? Anyways, if you want your name here, send me that screenshot. Alright. Why is my name on the board? Steven Sagiball, what you talking about? Barely won anything. Yeah, because don't defense put everything up there. Time for HTML code editing. It's already edited, man. Look at that. All right. So, wait. What do I do now? I was talking about the lights. You want to hear about my lighting setup? Norwegian Oiler, how you doing? All right, let me start turning off my lights one by one. So first, I got a light directly over my head. That's not the one. That's the light directly over my head. Right? Then I got my background lights. So I got a light lighting up this picture right here. Turn that off. And then I got like a spotlight. Hold on. Where is that spotlight? All right, let me turn off my spotlight. That's the spotlight. And then I got one light right here. So that's like 4 lights that I got. And this is how it looks when I'm chilling by myself, man. It's just me. And then when I'm ready to turn on the dang stream, I gotta turn on all my dang lights one by one. I'll do them now in reverse order. So here's my spotlight. And then are they each like $5,000 aperture lights? They're aperture lights, but they're not $5,000 each. They're the cheap ones. Products, yeah. What do I have? I have like a aperture 60. So I got this one of these. I don't know which one. Not that. It looks like this, the cob or whatever. It must be this one, man. So this is the one right here. And then my spotlight is the 200X. This one here, I think. Whichever one. Where's the link? Man. Oh no. Has your streaming income paid for all that gear? No way, man. My dang job paid for this gear. But indirectly my streaming income paid, because I think my stream is the only reason why I have a job, like my Google job. And then, all right, so I got these, and then I got some cheaper, newer lights. Like these are the first lights I got. Yeah, maybe like this 2-pack. That's the one that I use overhead, and like one that I use to light up my thing. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen, man. Jesus Christ. Come on, man. All right. Yeah, so these newer lights are my overhead light and one of the back ones, and then I have the aperture 200X as my spotlight but it has like a spotlight extension on it. Aren't they frying your eyes? No, they're not too bright. I mean, they're bright, but they're not like blindingly bright. And then I got the 60X cob. This one. So those probably almost 1,000 or more than 1,000 in lighting setup. Can you show your front light again? Yeah, it's just this 60X cob, but I also have a, what do you call, man? I'm gonna take a picture of it. I don't know, a dang light softbox. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. I had a big old softbox on it. Man, do I have anything on my screen that y'all can't see? All right, here we go. Y'all want to see it? I just posted it in my Discord. So this is my main light that I use to. That's how it looks. After you put on the softbox, it becomes like really long. So that's, and then that's the 60 Cobb 60X. Look, there's me. Anyways. It's like a picture from an anime or something. Looks like it's not real. What do you mean it's like a picture of an anime? If you were to buy the lighting equipment again, would you buy the same stuff? If I were to buy lighting equipment again, I would buy, I think I wouldn't get the newer lights. I would get more aperture lights, I think, for sure. Maybe I'd get, yeah, the 60X and the 200X for sure. But they're expensive, man. So it's not like you're going to start out with these lights. These lights are relatively expensive. Like this one is 200 bucks. The other one is like 350 bucks. So if I'm just starting out, I'm not going to spend all that money on something I don't even know I want to do. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, Ramble. No worries. So I really like these aperture lights. I think they're so bright, and then you can buy all these cool attachments for it. Not just the softbox, but like the spotlight that I have. Whatever happens to that moving camera arm? Robodom, I got that, but I got it over here, man. But it's just, I don't know where to put it. And it's just too much space. I don't have that much space anymore, you know? I might sell it. This is it. The dang moving arm thing. It's in here. Anyways, I'm just talking about I feel this is just a chill stream. No leak coding, no web dev, just chilling, man. I got a lot of equipment. I have a lot of cameras too. I got like 4 cameras, but I only use 2 of them on this stream. I got a bunch of lenses that I've had from, I used to be a lot more into photography. So that's part of the reason why I have such expensive gear is, you know, I like photography. It's a tech talk stream today. Yeah, I guess so. So I have a bunch of lenses. I really enjoy prime lenses. But I don't know. I don't really take pictures that much anymore. If you want to see my Instagram of when I did take pictures, it's here. It's linked in my profile on Twitch. But I used to do these heavily edited photos of nighttime in cool cities. So most of these are in Osaka, and I've done some in like Vietnam. Saturation plus 100. No, actually, it's not the saturation, man. I adjust the hues of every color, and I do it by hand mostly, or I did it by hand. These are all old. These are like from, I don't know, 2019 or something. But these are also the pictures that you see in the background of my stream. Like my pictures here. Let me see. I guess this one is the Osaka thing here. Wait, that picture. And the other one is like the other picture I got over here is this one. No, wait, that one. That's that picture. So that's like what I used to do. When am I going back to Japan? I'm trying to go there next summer, Brent. Next summer, I'm trying to go there for a few months, actually. Like, take a extended leave from work and just chill. You give me guitarist vibes, am I wrong? I don't play guitar anymore. I used to play it a lot, but I'm not very good. I think from... I don't know when I used to play guitar. Like, when I was a teenager, I picked it up sometime. Maybe when I was like 18, 17. And then the last time I played guitar, probably... eight years ago, man. So it's been a long time. Anyways, what are y'all saying? Should I just end stream early today? I feel I'm not really doing much except hanging out. Not very much LeetCode going on. Nothing wrong with hanging out. Yeah, nothing's wrong. I just feel... should we be hanging out? Screams dice rolls. I don't know if I feel like doing all that gambling, man. Prolad. LOL. Thank you very much for the follow. Play a game? Nah, I don't. The only game I play these days is Hearthstone, and that's because of Brett. Brett came in here telling me about Hearthstone and how there's this new mode called Battlegrounds, and I've been playing that like non-stop for I don't even know how long. Tell us more about you, your hobbies. Man, I just told you about all of my hobbies, man. Do you quit Factorio? Yeah, man, Factorio is too stressful. It feels like I'm literally clocking in to my job at Factorio, and I gotta like think hard to solve those problems. Mac or PC? I got a PC. I got multiple PCs, but I use a Mac at work, and I have a MacBook that's old that I don't use. I'm thinking about buying a new MacBook Pro, but I spend too much money, man. I can't be buying a MacBook Pro right now, can I? My hobbies ramble. I guess my hobbies are streaming. And that's it. I'm the same with Factorio. I don't see how people enjoy it. I think Factorio is one of the greatest games ever made. It's just once you get to a certain point in the game, it's really tedious and tough. Simon's richer than me? This is bad. I'm constantly sneezing. Man, I might be richer than you, Steven Sagiball, but you're younger than me by like 15 years or something. So by the time you're my age, you're gonna be 10 times as rich as me. Get that Black Friday MacBook? Man, that's what I've been thinking, but I don't know. I play Hearthstone, yeah. I just crossed 5,000 rating. I don't even know how bad that is. But I just hit rating 5,001 like last night. Any favorite sports teams? I don't really watch sports except combat sports. I watch some boxing and I watch UFC, but that's it. I used to watch football when I was younger. I used to play a lot of fantasy football, but it's like a full-time job, man. I don't do all that. And before that, I'd say my favorite team when I used to watch football, I don't know, Miami Dolphins, because that's where I used to live in South Florida. But the Dolphins suck, and they've sucked my whole time as a football fan, so I don't even care about the Dolphins anymore. How old am I? I'm in my upper 30s. Thoughts on Mac Mini 4? I think it looks pretty cool if you like portable power. If you're like a digital nomad or something, Mac Mini sounds like the play, along with a MacBook Pro or something. It's an investment. Yeah, the reason why I want a MacBook is so that when I'm bored at work, I can work on my website or something and blend in, because everyone has MacBooks. But I don't think I want to do that. I play Hearthstone 2, especially WoW. Nah, WoW, I used to play WoW a long time ago, but I'll never go back. What are we getting on Black Friday? Black Friday, man, Black Friday sucks. I hate Black Friday because the last 5 years or so, I haven't found anything. And I used to be a big Black Friday fan, but lately it's all just garbage deals, man. They try and trick you. They try and trick you to buy some junk at the same price that it was last month. And they put these fake deals up there. It's like too much work for Black Friday. You have to go check camel on everything to see if it's a good deal or not, because they're trying to scam you, man. Yeah. That's what I feel about Black Friday. Cyber Monday sucks too. But I will say, it is possible to get some crazy deals on Black Friday and Cyber Monday. But you gotta want to buy something that nobody wants, like a dang, I don't know, 1080p 60 hertz monitor from 1999. Maybe that will go on sale for like 24 bucks. But they're not gonna get anything super exciting. Maybe you might get like a 1 terabyte SSD NVMe something for like 50 bucks or 25 bucks. But those things don't excite me that much, you know. Black Friday only good for courses now, man. I guess so. How about Easter Sunday? What happens on Easter Sunday, man? Is that when the bunny comes out on Easter Sunday? Are you vacationing in December? Or are you gonna go do all the Advent of Codes? I'm gonna try and do as many Advent of Codes as I can, but I will be away in the first week of December. I have a work event to go to for the week, so I won't be streaming that week, which is, dang, I guess that's in like 2 weeks. OCaml or C++? I want to learn one. Which can make me a better programmer? Man, I'd say just stick with C++. I don't even know who uses OCaml except for Jane Street. C++ seems like the more conventional way. I don't know, I thought we were racing days. Oh, how do I rate Easter Sunday? Man, Easter Sunday sucks too, because it's not even a holiday because it's already Sunday, man. I only like holidays that fall on weekdays, man. I don't even get the day off on Easter Sunday because it's already a day off. And in America, we don't even really get Easter Monday off or anything. It's crazy. Close to 1 million coins? What? Anyways. What are y'all saying now? Oh, snap. Ronin from YouTube. What's happened? I have a Fang final round and have done 200 questions. Should I just focus on tagged? Which Fang is it? You gotta be more specific. If it's a Facebook or Meta final round, yeah, focus on tagged. 100%. Meta, 100%. Do all the tag questions, man. I think Meta is notorious for just asking the same questions, and I think it's pretty well known that speed is a major factor in a meta interview. But I don't know, I've never interviewed with them. When will I start learning Japanese? Don't defense, I've already started, man. Kinda. I at least looked up some courses the other day. But when I was living in Japan, I took some Japanese lessons for a few months. And I stopped. I don't know why I stopped. I guess I got lazy. But I want to get back in. You should do Duolingo. Yeah, maybe I'll try Duolingo. But I need like real practice. Not, you know. I don't even know what Duolingo is. Like if it's just vocabulary or if they teach you sentence and grammar and all that junk. Yeah, you should do Duolingo if you want to waste your time and energy doing something that doesn't help. Yeah, I don't know about Duolingo, but maybe it might be good for vocabulary, but I don't think it's enough to learn a language. Like I've never tried it, so I can't say. But I think you need to know about the grammar stuff a lot to make good sentences in another language, right? But vocabulary is a start. Icy, black, deep in the house. Supposedly Duolingo is good at getting you to do something every day, bad at actually teaching you the language. Yeah, so everyone who I know who does Duolingo, they're all like, oh yeah, I do Duolingo. Look at my streak. 7,000 days. And then they can't even speak a sentence, man. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Anyways, that's like all my co-workers. And mocking, that's not a mocking voice. That's a serious voice. Streak is more important. Yeah. I'm learning Spanish on Duolingo. It's helping me so far, at least it helps with basic. Yeah. I imagine it really does help you with your vocabulary, but I don't know. Maybe I should just try it also. You want to learn talk with Japanese people. That's the fastest way. Yeah, so I went on a research thing, like the best Japanese course. And it was some Japanese website that doesn't even have any English on it, man. Also watching What Without Subs? Ice Cold Witch? Is that what you do out there? How do you know what they're saying? So learnjapanese.mo? Is that the hentai without subs website, man? I'm not clicking that. This website is very good. Wait, I'll click it. Maybe. Wait, don't defense. Are you learning Japanese right now? That's how I got started. Wait, what level? How advanced are you? Are you like a N1, N5 or whatever? Or not even an N anything? You're just still trying to learn some stuff. Been doing it for a month. Oh, okay. So you're probably about the same as me, man. Not good. 3 semesters of Japanese was the most I learned. Only speak German. I don't speak that. I don't speak anything. You got me addicted to Wingstop and you don't even eat it anymore. Yeah, this is Steven Sagaball. I don't eat that junk because they've gone mainstream, man. Wingstop is too mainstream now, man. They're sponsoring the dang UFC fights and stuff like that. I can't get with it anymore. It's too popular. I only like underground wings, you know? No, it's Wingstop. I just try to not eat so much fried chicken, man. Spent more than a month researching how to learn. So I'll tell you about my Wingstop history. why I love Wingstop so much. I don't think I've told you why I love Wingstop so much before. But when I was in high school, a good friend of mine worked at Wingstop. And every day, all of our friends would go to Wingstop and somebody would order like a 6-piece combo. And then my friend would just give us literally 70 wings and 3 large fries. And we just eat that. And we did that at least like 3 times a week, man. There was a group of like 6, 7 of us that would go. And every time this friend would just hook it up like crazy. And that's how I got addicted to Wingstop, man. And Wingstop has been a big part of my life ever since like 10th grade. Everybody knows about Wingstop in my family. Anytime I see my old friends, the first thing we do is like, yo, order some Wingstop, or go Wingstop. That's like, it's a thing, But I guess as you get older, you gotta watch what you eat. Do you ever cook your own wings? No, I don't. Not these days, at least. But I have cooked my own wings in the past. I try and got to get into baking. I don't know if I have to or I got to. But I mean, I eat some baked wings, air fried wings to be more specific. And I like, baked salmon and stuff. But anyways, what do I cook? Lately I haven't been cooking much. My girlfriend cooks. But I guess if I had more time, I would also cook. And if I were to cook, I cook chicken. I cook salmon. I cook spaghetti with other types of pasta, like meat sauce with every type of pasta. And that's about it, man. Anyways, I think I gotta go, man. It's time for me to get out of here. And we're gonna go raid Not Fat Dan. Not Fat Dan has been into the stream before. And a few months ago, Not Fat Dan said he is gonna start streaming. And now he has streamed. And I'm so happy to be able to raid Not Fat Dan on his first day of streaming. So here we go, man. Sorry there wasn't much LeetCode action today, but next time, well, the next LeetCode stream will be on Saturday for the contest. I might do a web dev stream either tomorrow or Friday, but not both days, one or the other. I'm not sure which one. Anyways, let's go raid Not Fat Dan, and please let's give Not Fat Dan a warm welcome to the streaming community and the LeetCode thing, because I think their word is bond. They said they're gonna start streaming, and now here they are. So very exciting. Hints, thank you very much for that follow. Alright, thank you everyone for tuning in. Q Ultimus, thank you for being here. Have a good night. Just save it here. See you later, alligators. Smart Coder, have a good night, sir. Rafa J chillin', have a good night, Rafa. Robodom, Slutty Pie, see you later. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Friday. Josh Too Smooth. Adios, amigo. Zoom Venom. Adios. Maparksky. See you later. Zombie Chow. Have a good night, Zombie Chow. I had to dip last night, Zombie, but hopefully those little micro optimizations helped you out, man, because that was pretty interesting. Anyways, everyone else, YouTube, have a good night. Thank you for tuning in. See you next time.